I think the Academic Success Center totally helped me get this thing. I mean, some people work better with different people, and from what I understand, the Academic Success Center is able to curate. And so what I needed was accountability, and I needed someone that could just be objective with me, and you know, the world isn't falling around you, but we can get out of this. That's what Ms. McCormick was able to give me, and I was able to stay grounded when it felt like I wasn't going to do well. And I don't think I would be here, and I don't think I would have the Aggie Ring if Ms. McCormick hadn't helped me like that. So put it one way, I had a 4.2 GPA in high school, had a 4, took some AP classes. And so I was kind of hoping that when I got to College Station, I would keep that momentum going. And so I didn't know if I was going to join any organizations, but I knew I wanted to be involved and I wanted to do academically well. So in that time, I was a terrible student. I had the I know it all mentality when I didn't know it all. I didn't even make it to Math 151. And so just full transparency, I believe my first semester I made a 1.5, which is pretty bad.
I don't necessarily like the term bad student because bad can mean so many different things. A bad student most of the time may not have the right knowledge that they need for how to be what they would consider a good student. So a student may have may not feel confident in their study skills. They may not feel confident in how much time they should be preparing. I don't think a bad student exists in the same way that a lot of students think that means, but a lot of times it's just that maybe they haven't had the opportunity to learn or develop new ways to improve, to become what they consider a good student.
In my first appointment with the Academic Success Center, and it might have just been my coach, who I absolutely love, looking at my transcript, she basically laid down the law and she's like, what are you looking for here? Right? And so she, after hearing like my situation, she was able to curate, we were able to work together, form together a game plan on how we were going to do this. And that looked like, I think in that first meeting, we planned out the rest of our meetings for that semester, right? And she wrote down target deadlines, milestones, how are you doing here? And when I still meet with her, that's what we do. You see the skills that you learn, in the Academic Success Center transfer. You see all kinds of people in the workplace. You see organized people, you see unorganized people. And when I learned to be grounded in my thought, which I learned at the ASC, it totally just helped me in hard situations at work. It taught me to be objective in the way that I saw these things. And ultimately, I just learned that hard work and a little bit of strategy can take you a long way. I look at it now, and when I'm totally I want to give up because, school it still is hard. I mean, I look at it and I'm like, you've made the 180 and your hard work is paying off. It hasn't fully paid off yet because you haven't graduated, but I think it's just a reminder of things past, and it's a hope for things in the future. And I just felt so proud and so thankful for my parents and the people that helped me along the way to get the Aggie Ring. I would totally recommend, the ASC and other on-campus resources, because there are people here that care about you. There are people here that are personal and that are equipped to help you. And it's just there for the asking.
The transition from high school to college can be difficult, or even the transition from another university into Texas A&M, figuring out the difficulty of classes, the rigor that it will take, can also be a reason why students may not do as well as they had hoped for a first semester or a first year. If you have zero or little motivation, it's difficult to perform well. It's difficult to see why you would want to try and perform well at the same time. And so students, it's anything you could think of that could cause a student to struggle, and that's part of our job to help out with that aspect of things.